defending his welterweight strap, defeating Colby Covington via 5th round TKO. He broke something in his jaw in the 3rd. He broke Colby's jaw in the 3rd. I know it wasn't like his jaw, but it was like something involving I don't know exactly, but it was like something was detached. How about that? But he hurt him in the 3rd, late 3rd, and then Colby fought for the next 2 rounds with that messed up jaw, and ended up Usman just put it on him in the final minute and a half of that fight, got him out of there, knocked him down twice, and he finished the fight. And still, Angel, what were your initial thoughts just over the fight overall? I mean, I know that you saw it, but what do you think about the defense? What do you think about Colby, Kamaru, the whole thing?
First of all, it was an entertaining fight. Which at the end of the day, that's all I think we all can ask for. It wasn't boring. It was good. I am a bit sad to think what's around. I made the joke that I wish they wrestled and someone won via pin, which I thought would have been funny. Obviously, that was never going to happen, but if it did, it'd be hilarious. But I did wish that wrestling was utilized, but I mean, I guess they both knew that they were going to respect that for each other. I guess that just wasn't in the game plan. They just tried to box each other. I guess that's the best way to say it. No hate. It just wasn't, the cleanest of things. But it wasn't bad by any means. Obviously, they tagged each other off. That fucking jab. It was crazy, bro. At one point, they mirrored each other, which was the weirdest thing in that fight. I don't know what round it was, but every single jab, every single hit was mirrored that they were throwing at each other. Like the same amount of jabs. Even at one point, they hit each other at the exact same time, the same amount of times. It was weird. It was a mirror fight at one point. It was on some cartoon shit. It didn't make any sense. But it was cool seeing that parallel. And it made for a good fight at the end of the day. I know that's one of someone they weren't happy. They weren't particularly happy about the stoppage. But it made sense. I wasn't super, angry or uproar about it. And, overall, I thought it was entertaining. So, dirty boxing, it's fun to watch. Like I said, I didn't think it was the cleanest, but it was dope to see.
Yeah, for sure, man. It was one of my personal favorite fights of this year because I was a part of it could have been that I was just surprised. Because I really expected the fight to be not that good, and I saw people on Twitter like, I can't believe you guys expected this fight not to be good, and I'm like, well, if you've seen either of their fights, generally speaking, they're not the most entertaining, but this is a straight banger. They went out there, they just fought, and that sometimes that happens. Askren, Maya was a good example of guys that, they kind of just didn't really grapple. We didn't see the grappling exchanges that we wanted to, and obviously, I guess they just wanted to go out there and they let them bang, bro. They went out there and they let them fight. It was really, really entertaining. I had no problem with the stoppage. And I saw that Colby went on. He ran out of the cage, and then he posted something on Twitter about so we didn't mention was that Colby fouled. He poked Kamaru in the eyes twice and kicked him in the dick. And he was fake nut shot, fake eye poke, and I'm like, okay, the nut shot was debatable. But he should have molested his brain with that eye poke, bro. He raked him over the eyes twice. And then he complained about the stoppage, and I'm like, a lot of people were like, well, they should have let him go on. He was gonna win. But if you looked at the other scorecards which came out, they had it 3-1 Colby, 3-1 Kamaru, and 2-2. So basically, no matter what was gonna happen, if that fight went on, Kamaru was gonna win via decision because that 5th round would have gone to him, and possibly even a 10-8, considering he dominated it and was dropping him left and right. No problem with the stoppage. As for what's next for Kamaru, the UFC wants to give him Jorge, but Jorge wants to fight Conor. And, Jorge has other plans. That's not the biggest fight for him at the moment, and I would be fine with the Leon Edwards fight. I think Leon Edwards is a dark horse in that division. Kamaru said he wants to give him a title shot, considering nobody else wants to fight him. And I think that's the move to make right there. That was Kamaru's toughest fight in the UFC, outside of Colby, obviously. But yeah, man, I like that fight a lot.